What's being that? I broadcast everything, even losses. My 4 losses, they all on video. When I say they was bullshitting me, y'all can go see that shit. Open looks, good releases, bricks. Think I'm worried about them niggas in the finals and the pro? Fuck no. I'm hitting them shots in the pro season. Nigga, I offer niggas money to reset them games, nigga. That's how I really get with me. Niggas ain't want no money. Some niggas was scared. one nigga raised the price, Banks. He do though. Tabaka Allen.
Man, that was a foul.
Yeah, I'm ready, nigga.
A Latin flavor to the night's festivity as we get ready to go.
All right, ready to go?
I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Looking at Chicago, they took the win in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Russell Westbrook out there with Tony Allen. Then it's Gortat. Then there's Kenneth Reed. And it's George in the small forward position. And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his size. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
Here's Butler. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Now, here's Butler. Find to shoot. Gortat comes up with the rebound.
You know, getting back to Gortat, he signed that 5-year, $60 million contract a couple of years back. Raised some eyebrows at the time because he's not a supreme athlete, but his size, effort, and refined skill sets have made him worth it so far.
Curry kicks to Butler. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Fareed. Curry with the steal. The shot by Butler, nobody around. The Bulls keep it alive. Iguodala outside. Goes up again, and the layup is up and in.
And talking about Gortat, I like what he can do for you defensively. Doesn't really have a vertical, but uses his length and timing to alter shots. And he moves his feet well enough to close out on shooters and also cover the pick and roll. So he's solid and complete in terms of a front line player.
Allen passes to George. Shot clock at 6. From outside, off the mark. And it's Iguodala missing. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. George with the ball. And it's Iguodala picking him up.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul.
Jam! I mean, just beautiful. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks.
I tell you what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
Good shot.
Now here's Westbrook. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Westbrook with the steal. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. That doesn't go either for George.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
It's Curry with the drive. Iguodala wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
It's George on the wing, defended by Butler. Iguodala with the steal. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo Sorey performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
Now here's Westbrook looking for his first basket still in this one. Shot clock at 5. Here's Kareem. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And, you know, guys, a high-energy post player like Kenneth Faried excels at doing the dirty work. As a matter of fact, he's nicknamed the Manimal for good reason. Very few players in the league possess this combination of energy and aggressiveness.
Butler in the corner. And Faried sends it back. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Faried. Six on the shot clock. Here's Curry. It's a big high bounce and goes in. Talking about Faried, a rebounder extraordinaire. His explosiveness, long arms, and huge hands help him compensate for his relative lack of size.
That exceptional shot blocker instincts. I mean, the question now becomes, will he always be that role, effort, energy player, or will he develop eventually the offensive skills needed to see him reach the next level?
A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Dang.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts. And, you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there.
If he get a rebound.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
George. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. Last season, he said that he dunks so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting his shot.
Here's George. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. They get Andre Iguodala. The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Ibaka wide open. He finds. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And, guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA. None brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
Damari Carroll's checked in for Paul George. So here's Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And he gets it to go. And the Thunder lead by 2.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Curry, good. But this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip-flopping the lead again and again and again.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Now here's Korver. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Curry can't get it to go.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look. It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
There to every spot.
And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. Goes back up. Combo dishes to Korver. No good on the 3.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Curry with a wide open look. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feed. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Chicago.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
In the paint, I had 72.
How many y'all have in the
guys,
break?
nice to see Bogut out there giving all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him
on the break. I had 36. He had 17.
You know, Bogut, as I recall, Clark was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though,
he was playing with Cousins in the paint
as ever at the defensive end.
That nigga Warren.
Chicago making some changes. Joakim Noah is checked in for Bogut. Johnson comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Curry. And Victor Oladipo, after a solid rookie campaign, really took it up a notch last season, even after missing Clark the first 9 games with that facial fracture.
I love this kid's gravitas. I mean, he's got a presence about him. His percentages improved across the board, field goal, 3-point free throws. But I like his work ethic and his confidence.
It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass. And talking about Victor Oladipo's improvement, a lot of it has to do with his work ethic. Also his pregame film studies, something his college coach absolutely raved about. And all of that showed up for him big time last season.
Thunder trailing by 3. The score now all even. Korver's got 5 now.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Oladipo against Westbrook. Johnson in the corner. And Oladipo, here we go. Butler from outside. And that one's good. 9 points in the game so far.
And you know, back to Oladipo, we always talk about 5-star phenoms coming out of high school. He was just a 3-star guy. He's had to work for everything he's gotten, and I think that served him well. He's got a hunger and drive that you can't manufacture.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
Leaving should have been kind of messed up. Somebody added me to some shit. Keep on saying shit. I never even talked to them on the phone.
Ty Lawson, who's checked in for the Thunder. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
Now Korver, after Victor Oladipo missed from long range. From deep. And there's Korver on the assist by Lawson. Korver's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City. And Oladipo, here we go. Noah kicks to Ibaka. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
You in the park, Gio?
Shot's good from Lawson.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all
Gio.
about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Another miss by Oladipo.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
They get it back.
Hey, cuz, how that dude tomorrow if you work? Come on,
for the offensive rebound, a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Really a nice bit of flavor from Lawson on that one.
Oladipo. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Thunder as they wrap up the first quarter with a massive 16-5 run. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter is about ready to get underway. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
So the Thunder 5 right now. Paul George is out there with Kenneth Faried. Then it's Lawson. That's Tony Allen. And it's Gortat in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And here's Lawson after the three-pointer from Victor Oladipo. Clock at 6. Fareed the pass to Lawson. The kick out to Fareed. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. George missing again.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, "Are you kidding me?"
It's tipped. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Now here's Allen. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. 6 to shoot. Lawson dishes to Fareed. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Gibson with the screen on Westbrook. And Oladipo, here we go. Here's Gibson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And you know, guys, Taj Gibson now is 6 full seasons in the NBA. Already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't.
Chicago making a switch here. Bogut's checked in. Good on both. Everyone understands the importance of Paul George to the ball club. That's why taking his offensive game to the next level would be so beneficial.
Yeah, he has all the physical tools, the instincts, and obviously he has made those strides. But if he wants to become a top 5 guy, he's still got a little bit of work to do in terms of his game.
Here's Curry, following the score by Oklahoma City. From 11 feet away. And again, no good by Chicago. Thunder trailing by 3.
Oh, nasty. Oh, nasty. Get.
Unbelievable what I'm seeing here. Is this the dunk contest?
Hey, this one counts, Clark. Believe me, what confidence to attempt the alley-oop to himself.
He couldn't resist on that. The adrenaline just flowing. One of the more spectacular plays we've seen.
Iguodala, no good.
For my man PG, Paul George, so much focus has been on extending his range, but ever since he started launching over 5 3-pointers a game, he shot under 43% from the field. Maybe time for him to balance out that shot selection.
Sanders checked in for Fareed. And the shot is good. And that's now 11 points for Steph Curry.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. He doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Eustace is checked in.
And guys, talking about Paul George, the continued improvement of his ball handling is key to generating more offense. That was a weakness of his coming out of college. He's worked on it, but making it a strength the way LeBron has would go a long way towards getting him to that next level.
The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. No good on that one. Bulls making a switch here. Butler's checked in. Damari Carroll's checked in for Eustace. Good on the second free throw. And so here is Chicago. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Iguodala kicks to Butler. A 17-footer. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Now here's Westbrook. He has 7. Sanders with a screen on Curry. It's Westbrook with the drive. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the baseline. It's hauled in by Bogut. Bogut's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Curry with it. Westbrook picks him up. Got a piece of it. Sanders with the steal. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That is his 1st foul of the game. Now Westbrook. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Westbrook's got 4 points this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence. And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And for most of his career, Taj Gibson has been a tremendous role player up front. G.A., he's been extremely steady over 6 full seasons.
And Kevin, he gives you a lot of energy and athleticism when he enters the game. He's got the great length with that 7'4" wingspan. But to me, it's not just about having it. It's about the fact that he utilizes it. And it really allows him to get in there and attack the backboard and contest shots.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that 2nd foul. But as long as he can avoid a 3rd before the half, I think he's fine.
And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Westbrook is screen on Iguodala. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Knicks in New York. It's Curry with the drive. Open shot, Butler can't get it to go. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. The shot by Carroll, no good.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Curry can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just basically whiffs on that.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Bullshit.
And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And the rejection by Iguodala. Butler from outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Allen. Screened by Sanders. Here's George. And it's George again missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Great touch on the 16-footer. Iguodala's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
He's played an important role in their offense today. Without him, they may not be in the league.
The Thunder have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. First free throw is good. Chicago making some changes. Noah comes in for Andrew Bogut. And Serge Ibaka subbed in for Taj Gibson. And then for Oklahoma City, Biyombo comes in for George. And it's Korver in for Allen. Now here's Curry. He's got 11. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Here's Westbrook. 9 points in the game so far.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot and the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
Now Curry. After Jimmy Butler missed from long range. The 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Biyombo's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Korver gets a wide open look. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists tonight. Here's Noah. And the rejection by Sanders. The offensive rebound. And here's Iguodala outside. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. Johnson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Hansbrough's checked in for Oklahoma City. Lawson comes in for Russell Westbrook. Johnson gets the bucket.
You know, I don't think that was the shot they had in mind, but they'll take it.
Biyombo, the pass to Korver. Lawson outside. To the middle. Biyombo, no luck. The Bulls leading by 8. Here's Butler. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to check down another.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Weber, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
It's Curry outside. Curry with another miss. Thunder trailing by 14. Here's Weber. Makes it off the glass. Weber's got his first 2 points.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. You know, went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there, and most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
There's a screen by Hansbrough. And here's Korver from the arc.
Come on.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
And the defense was soft in that first half, and he took advantage every chance he could. And boy, was he throwing it that hard.
Yes, sir. He has had too many uncontested runs to the hoop. But even if a defender's gotten there, it's been posterized time.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Just a fantastic game for Butler. He's got 19 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Chicago right now, they've got Iguodala. Bogut out there with Ibaka. Then it's Curry. And it's Butler in the 2-guard spot.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Allen. Iguodala kicks to Bogut. Can't get it to go. Gortat with the defensive effort.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Allen kicks to Westbrook. The pass to George. Looking to end his cold spell.
Emphatic throwdown there.
That one reverberated throughout the building.
Nothing soft about his approach at the attack.
Curry attacking. Outside Butler. Here's Iguodala. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And that's 15 points for Iguodala. Thunder trailing by 10. And the rejection by Ibaka. Here's George. Tries again. Nice D from Bogut.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Curry. 17 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Shot's good by Ibaka.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Like I was
And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
Shots good by Butler.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Thunder trailing by 14. Outside, George. It's stolen by Bogut. Outside, Curry. He feeds it to Iguodala. Westbrook with the steal. Inside. Here's Allen. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Curry, good.
Really just a tremendous day for him. If you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
You know, talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take that experience and convert it into improvement. You know, one thing we saw a lot of last season during the playoffs was the Hack-a-Shaq plan, pretty much purposely fouling a poor free throw shooter. A lot of differing opinions on it, as it wasn't fun to watch for the viewers, but many feel it's a legitimate part of the game if it works.
Biyombo is checked in for the Thunder. Eustace comes in for Kenneth Faried. The Hack-a-Shaq or the Hack-a-Jordan or the Hack-a-whatever being a focus of the playoffs last season. We saw it up close and personal. It opened up a debate, Greg, on whether or not it should be allowed. What do you think?
You know, it's a touchy subject. I remember last summer, or spring, I should say, the commissioner touched upon it. You know, one of the concerns is, do you want to change a rule for an entire league when it basically affects two players? And so it's something that you got to be sensitive to. But to your point, the fans don't want to see that ugly style of basketball.
It's boring. It slows the game down. Here's Curry. Outside Butler. That misses off the backboard. Allen dishes to George. Chicago grabs the miss. Ibaka's got 8 rebounds in this game. From deep. Curry's shot is off.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
And he gets it to go. 27 points for Jimmy Butler.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Outside for George. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Butler.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end steals fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. And the rejection by Ibaka. He's got space. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Curry's got 21 in the game. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Chicago.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten down in transition.
Good.
Here's Biyombo. And they get it. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. A different look for Oklahoma City. Larry Sanders is checked in for Eustis. Damari Carroll comes in for George. And it's Korver in for Tony Allen.
Shit, he might have been good.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
We got to record every day. I'm going to peep up. I'm going to check it out.
The Bulls leading by 19 points. Screen by Ibaka. Butler from outside. The shot is off. Oklahoma City's getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Carroll. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 9th assist in the game now. Screen by Ibaka. It's deflected. Sanders with the steal. And it's Biyombo with the jam.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Chicago's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Curry passes to Bogut. Biyombo with the block. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Korver with the ball. Some solid defense from Butler. The Bulls shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. No good from Bogut. Thunder trailing by 15. It's deflected. It's stolen by Curry. Goes up on the wing. And the shot falls short this time.
Oh, I should
No breathing room at all to take that shot. Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Chicago calls timeout.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Bogut. Johnson comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Oladipo in for Steph Curry.
Kyle Korver, a true laser. I mean, the most efficient catch-and-shoot jump shooter in the league, and maybe in league history. He tallied the second ever 50-50-90 season a year ago. And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
And Korver now in his 13th season in the NBA. Last season was his best ever, especially shooting.
Yeah, and he credits all of his improvement to the advanced off-season training regimen. Extremely dedicated. He moved his family to Santa Barbara to be closer to his trainer, and it's paid off.
Korver against Butler. With a step back, and Sanders pulls it down. And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Oklahoma City now. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Butler with the steal.
That's really a good picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. I mean, they're being way too casual with the ball.
It's going to cost them if they keep it up. They need to get back to playing smart basketball.
And finished off by Westbrook.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark, brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
And Carroll gets it to go. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
The free throw drops for Oladipo.
And for Victor Oladipo, guys, last season you saw him continue to make strides in this game. He has the build to be one of the best guards in the league, and he's on the right track right now. Very excited for his future.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Kenneth Faried's checked in for Sanders. And it's Weber in for DeMarre Carroll. Here's Westbrook. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Chicago leading by 10. And Oladipo kicks to Ibaka. Back to Oladipo. Johnson wide open. He fires. And the three off target. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 16-4 run. Westbrook with it. Butler covering. Westbrook dishes to Faried. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's on Jimmy Butler.
You know, Kenneth Faried was named to the NBA All-Rookie First Team 4 years ago. Took the league by storm with his energy and hustle. Looked like the sky was the limit for him, but every year since then, his numbers have looked very similar.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Richardson comes in for Butler. Gortat's checked in for the Thunder. Lawson comes in for Russell Westbrook. Kept alive.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help him be a little bit more selective tonight. And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Getting back to Faried, the numbers through last season tell a very interesting story. His field goal percentage has gone down every year, while his free throw percentage has gone up every year.
Yeah, his rebounds, assists, steals, block numbers have all stayed relatively flat. You know, he's making a positive contribution, but maybe not at the level of that contract extension he signed back in 14.
Bulls have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
17 seconds left in the third quarter. Lawson against Oladipo. Lawson outside. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
And, Greg, if they continue to make those kinds of mistakes, then this game could turn even more south on them, and south.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's Chicago.
He said he was setting the screen.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Thunder trailing by 11. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Allen. Paul George is out there with Kenneth Faried. Then it's Gortat, and it's Lawson in at point. Another shot, and Fareed lays it in. Fareed's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Thunder.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
So it's Chicago now. 22 is their biggest lead. 6 to shoot. Here's Richardson. And Wesley Johnson with the slam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And Fareed kicks to Allen. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, Tony Allen in this one, he's got 8 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Oh, a perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
From deep, Johnson, and he gets the bucket. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
It's Allen on the wing. He kicks to Gortat. Lawson right side. Pass to Fareed. Oklahoma City moving it around. He misses the free throw. Russell Westbrook in for Oklahoma City. Good on the second free throw.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Here's Oladipo. Can't get it to go. Gortat with the defensive effort. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. It's deflected.
Strip.
They get it back.
Reach.
Allen. The shot is off. And it's Chicago the other way. Pass to Johnson. Back to Oladipo. Richardson for 3. They get it back. And Oladipo kicks to Richardson. Screen by Bogut. Oladipo goes in. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Oladipo has been too much to handle. He's got 13 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
And he sinks the second.
You know, you've got to like the fact that they're getting to the line. And on top of that, they're making their free throws in this half. That bodes well going forward.
Outside, George. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Back to Richardson. Lets the 3 fly. And the Bulls with another miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Oh.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Decker's checked in for Johnson. And Curry subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Passes it to Decker. Hits it from three-point range. And the Bulls lead by 16.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, defensively, you have got to close out and contest. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, you can't give up those looks that often.
Here's Westbrook. And the shot is good. Westbrook's got 10 points in just the second half.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. Outside for Curry. And the wide open shot from Decker. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 6 points for Sam Dekker.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Gibson a screen. Richardson, that's a two-pointer. Richardson missing again. Westbrook with a wide-open look. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket. The Bulls leading by 13. Gibson with the screen on Westbrook. The shot by Curry, no good.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks. He's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
And we all know about Paul George and his injury while with Team USA. I mean, he has still said that he would consider playing international ball.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Richardson. Curry against Westbrook. It's Oladipo on the wing. Here's George. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took him as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
For George to be eager to go back and represent the U.S. in international play is a brave move.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, a lot of it might be that he just wants to put that in the past and move on. And sometimes you do that best by confronting things head on. The only way to have that be the past is to keep playing for his country.
Curry passes to Oladipo. Curry dishes to Oladipo. Back to Curry. They double-team Curry. The 15-footer makes a big height bounce and goes in. 16 points for Victor Oladipo.
And they just refuse to go away and really have slowly worked themselves back into the game.
Greg, I love the fact there's no quit in them. I mean, they know they can't cut the lead down all at once. They're not trying to bite off too big a piece of the pie. They're chipping away at it, just banging at that rock, and trying to chip away at it. And so far, so good.
Curry's shot is good.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Joakim Noah is checked in for Bogut. Baca comes in for Taj Gibson. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Dekker. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Oladipo. Curry to the inside. The drive by Iguodala. Outside Butler. Westbrook against Curry. Can't cash in from close range.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there. Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Now the dish to Butler. Korver with the defensive effort.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Noah the screen. Again, Curry missing.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Outside for Korver. He dishes it to George. The second chance effort. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Curry with the three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he sinks the second.
And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
Westbrook again. It's Curry. Left side, George. And he finishes nicely on the layup. George has got 6 in the quarter.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep hitting the ball in the paint like this.
Chicago calls timeout. And the thing, Greg, about Marcin Gortat, he's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete. But he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener, does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skilled, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Talking about Gortat, he was a late second-round draft choice in 2005. His first 4 years in the league, highly underwhelming. Now, over the last 4 years, he's averaged around 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game. Those are good numbers.
And getting back to Marcin Gortat, his dad was a successful light heavyweight boxer in Poland, so clearly you see where the toughness comes from. And Marcin's mom was on the Polish national team in volleyball, so you know where the blocking and ball skills come from. I guess we'd have to call him a chip off the old blocks.
Oklahoma City on D. 6-point game. The shot by Iguodala. And again, no good by Chicago.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Curry kicks it to Noah. On the wing, Iguodala. And the wing jumper offline. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against New York. George, that's a two-pointer. George missing again. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. The feed to Noah. Butler on the wing. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. 31 points for Jimmy Butler.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Westbrook against Curry. Westbrook drives in. Here's Korver. No good off the front iron. The Bulls leading by 6. Noah the screen. And that one's good. And that's now 28 points for Steph Curry.
Just 2 makes on 7 shots this quarter, and He just looked lost out there in the floor. It's obvious he doesn't have any confidence right now.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Coach can't be pleased with their inconsistency on the defensive glass. They've been caught taking pictures out there. They're watching, as opposed to getting in there and securing the orange.
Tony Allen's checked in for Kyle Korver. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Westbrook. Here's Curry with the three. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got 14 points here in the second half.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's had.
And Westbrook, here we go. Kicks it to George. Lock at 6. The three. Westbrook can't get it to go.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
The shot by Curry, no good.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
But they get it back. Nobody near George. George missing again.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Curry with it. George picks him up. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. And now a 10-point Chicago lead.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Bulls.
You know, Clark, when you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Well, you said it all there, Kevin. They were lethal from behind the arc.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under the belt.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And as usual, great numbers and a dominant display for Curry. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Butler attacking. Lets the three fly. Curry can't get it to go.
My, oh my, did he ever flush that one hard?
Making a statement, you're right.
I tell you what, he took that personal, didn't he?
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. From the inbound, can't get it to fall. And so it's Chicago winning this one.
Butler, man. Word. See these scores here. Look like I have my little lead all game. You gonna always make a run. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you thought you would have took it. The fuck? That nigga said he would have took it from me. I ain't even attacked the rim that game. If you look at your biggest lead was 4, mine is 22. That means you never had the lead except at the beginning. You weren't taking shit from me. I play too smart to give a lead away. I'm gonna keep it real. My mindset's so crazy. I never thought I was losing, even though you stayed. Only reason you stayed in the game because you was attacking the paint heavy. That's the only reason. It's hard to pull away when I'm shooting 42 threes and every time I miss 3 straight, you get dunks and I know. So now you talking about yours. Look at mine. I didn't score in the paint this game. I didn't try to though. So I ain't try to score in the paint, as you see. Yeah, I was just trying to shoot the ball. This game, move the ball. Yo, you play good. I rather I rather win close games. That's what you don't know that though, cause you just start gaming with me online. Like I'm not a nigga that like blowing niggas out. I don't like that. I I like good games because I get to show my skill. And niggas like you, I think y'all was gonna win. Then next time we play, I'm gonna get a big lead again, and they gonna come back. Oh, I should have won that one too. I like people thinking they got it, like that Monday State Farm commercial. Oh, you almost had it. I love that. That's the best feeling. Yeah, cause I ain't attacked around. That was Curry first layup in the fourth. Usually I'm forcing my way to the paint, trying to get fouls and shit. I'm taking exactly what you give me. You give me this shot, I'm shooting this bitch. That's why I ended up with 16 plus 3. I already know I gotta attack the rim more. I might have to go get a different big so I can throw it down to him. That's the only thing I'm missing about Cousins. And and that's crazy. I just checked my weaknesses. They said my weaknesses was low post offense. So I might go grab me somebody that can do something down there. What he say? Do something. But you had more chance. You know why you out rebounding? You had more chances to rebound because I was shooting more.